Yeah, I got to do the beat myself. Inside joke. Inside joke. But it's your man DU. It's your man DU. And it's another Sunday of talking trash. Talking trash. Yo, I'm here in the building. I'm here in the building. And I got to start it off with something that I thought was hilarious. I thought it was funny, right? Um, so this morning I wake up and I'm so excited. I'm super excited. I'm ecstatic, overjoyed. And I'm not going to tell you why right now I was so happy. But I came downstairs. I made myself a bowl of cereal, right? Turned on the TV, and my wife came downstairs after me. And she asked me, what time does it start? I'm not going to tell you what it is, but she asked me, what time does it start? And I looked at her and I said, I don't know. Check the guide on the TV. But I know it's starting today. I know it's starting today. So I go on Facebook, right? And I make a post. I create a post that says, hold up, I gotta find it. Because now I'm getting closer to telling you what happened. I say, Philly getting another one today. Philly is getting another one today. Right? That was my post on Facebook. So as I create this post and I publish it, my friend Angus Black from In the Paint Media says to me, how can you go against your team like that? And I responded, hey, I've been going against Philly for 18 straight weeks. 18 straight weeks. It's time I put some respect on their name. Laughing emojis. Then he responds, as long as Philly is coached by Doc Rivers, I will root against them. And I'm like, Doc Rivers? I'm talking about the Eagles, man. The Super Bowl is today. In my mind, that's what I'm thinking. Totally forgetting about my team is the Knicks. And the Knicks are playing the Philadelphia 76ers. And he responded back to me saying, hey, how much sense does your post make? You know the Super Bowl is next Sunday. Yeah, this is what happens when you're retired, man. You lose total track of time. You don't know what's going on, right? I thought the Super Bowl was today. I was getting ready to cook all types of food. Call up people, say, hey, if you want to come over, come over. But the Super Bowl is next Sunday, man. I just thought that was a little funny. Hey, but that being said, um, I'm going to give a little Super Bowl preview real quick. And again, I'm gonna put some respect on the Philadelphia Eagles name. I think Jalen Hurts and them boys are just too good not to win the Super Bowl. They're gonna win it again. Um, hey, if anybody out there knows Kevin Hart, share this with him and tell him don't try to invade the podium once they win, once Philadelphia wins again. Don't drink too much. Don't get thrown out by security. All right? Uh, but yeah, Jalen Hurts and them boys is just too good right now. Um, you can't sleep on the Kansas City Chiefs and Mahomes, the Kelsey. Like, hey, Kansas City Chiefs definitely is a force to be reckoned with. But just looking at the Philadelphia Eagles, man, they've been a team that's been dominant all year, consistent all year, and I'm not going against them. I was going against them, like I said, for 18 weeks, straight weeks, that is, and it's time I put some respect on their name. I think it's going to be a barn burner next Sunday. And best believe I will be prepared next Sunday for the Super Bowl. But yeah, the Eagles will beat the Chiefs 30-25 next Sunday. Oh man. But moving on to basketball, here's a guy. I'm sure y'all heard me talk about this guy numerous times. If not on Talking Trash, on the phone with the homies, in person, like in the barbershops. Uh, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving cannot. Oh, shout out to the Facebook user. Facebook user. Throw your throw your name in the chat. I see you said Philly got a better defense than KC. Same high power offense. Right? You throw your name. Oh, Crespo, what up? What up? What up, Jay? What up, Jay? Hey, Jay, what up, baby? Jay Crespo in the building. Yeah, yeah, hey, Philly, yeah, Philly. Yeah, I'm going for Philly, straight up, without question. I'm going for Philly, no doubt about it. Then, Kyrie Irving, who will always keep content creators filled with content. He can never go a month without any controversy. I guess Kyrie went to the Nets front office and wanted an extension. And the Nets probably told Kyrie, hey, get out my office. As they should. As they should. Tell Kyrie to get out my office. Get out your office. As you should. Yes, he made the All-Star team as a starter. As he should. The man is talented. But as an owner, would I sign that dotted line for Kyrie? I said, yo, I'm going to give you an extension. Nah, show me you're going to come to work. My G, Kyrie. Show me you gonna come to work. Jay, I don't understand what you mean. More about being a basketball player than playing basketball. Uh, like, whatever the case may be, he has to come to work. He has to hit the court. And look, the Nets been, regardless, even with Kevin Durant being out, while he was out, the Nets, I mean, they wasn't playing on the same level when they had Kevin Durant before the injury, but you knew when Kevin Durant coming back with Kyrie, you see how they include Ben Simmons, right? With Kyrie, that the Nets could compete for a chip. But Kyrie stars in his own soap opera called As the Flat World Turns, and it's always going to be a new episode with him. There's always going to be a new episode. Nothing can be steady with Kyrie Irving on your team. Now, he has his stepmother acting as his agent, right? And I've seen reports where people are trying to blame it on the stepmother. Obviously, her acting as the agent, she went into the office, requested the contract extension, and the Nets, being smart, was like, "Hey, if we give Kyrie a contract extension, all he gonna do is act up again and not show up for work." That's all he's gonna do. My guy, there was no way I would give Kyrie an extension. And I know now, and I'm sure about it, Kyrie was part of the reason Durant wanted out of that Brooklyn Net organization. He wanted to be gone so bad, but he had already inked that contract. So now Durant is like, "Hey, you got me stuck," talking about the Brooklyn Nets organization, between a mental sandwich. I'm in the middle of this sandwich of Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving. Here you have me, Kevin Durant, that all I want to do is ball out. But you got Ben Simmons, who doesn't want to play basketball. Ben Simmons is only concerned with what basketball can do for him. Keep him in the spotlight. Give him a check. I really don't think he loves the game of basketball. Miss me with the back injury. And the bad part about it is that, in my opinion, I think this team is rolling. I think this team can compete for a chip. But with Kyrie Irving as one of your leaders, or the leader on your team is not going anywhere. Will you fill the seats? Will the fans be fulfilled with exciting uh, basketball? You know, somebody that make you go ooh and ah. That's Kyrie. Yes, that's him. But can he win a chip by himself? Negative. Kyrie Irving cannot win a chip by himself. And that being said, the NBA trading deadline coming upon us. February 9th is the NBA trading deadline. Where is Kyrie Irving going to go? I was talking to someone and I was like, okay, no, he's not going to Boston, right? He can't go back there. They don't want to see Kyrie back in Boston. Please. He can't set foot in Boston. I thought the Raptors would be a good place. I like the Raptors. I like LA. Both LA teams. Clippers and the Lakers. Who has more to offer? The Clippers, of course. But if I had to pick one team that I would like to see him on, and I think would be an immediate contender, is if he goes to the Dallas Mavericks. If Kyrie Irving goes to the Dallas Mavericks and plays with Luka Doncic, that's immediate contender. He needs to be on those type of teams. Everything, he needs to definitely be on those type of teams. He needs to be on a team with a far superior player, talent-wise, mentally, physically. Because you see, I don't think like Durant is a superior player than Kyrie, but I don't think he can't compete with like Kyrie mentally. I think Kyrie is able to manipulate Kevin Durant. I don't think he couldn't manipulate LeBron James. LeBron James was the clear-cut leader. LeBron James has been the golden child since he has been about 15 years old. But without question, he's Robin all the way. He's not Batman. He's not a Batman. But if he goes somewhere like Dallas, he's going someplace where I don't think he can manipulate Luka Doncic mentally. Luka Doncic has been the golden child since he was like 14, 15 as well. Right? So, no, I'm not talking about RJ right now, Angus. I'm talking about your man and my friend, the man that will keep content streaming across all content creators, Kyrie Irving. But talking about where Kyrie Irving can go during this NBA trading deadline. Now, yeah, that guy. I know that's Angus. Oh, that guy. I would say, you say he'll what? Okay. All right. But that guy, that's funny. Yo, Kyrie Irving, to me, is going to wind up with the Clippers, which I think is a mistake. Because Kawhi Leonard and Paul George is not the same. Like Kawhi Leonard is not the Kawhi Leonard with the Toronto Raptors, right? Kawhi Leonard is not the Kawhi Leonard that was with the San Antonio Spurs, right? That's a mistake. I would like to see him with the Mavericks. Um, Something that's interesting to me, and maybe Angus and Crespo can help me with this. Is Trae Young on the move from the Atlanta Hawks? Um, Somebody just, and I know this is about Kyrie Irving. Do you think he deserves what he deserves contract wise? Uh, I'm gonna answer with a hell no. All right, now is Trae Young moving from the Atlanta Hawks? Are the Atlanta Hawks giving up on Trae Young? Has Trae Young turned into a diva with the Atlanta Hawks? Is he becoming that type of player where he's going to put up gaudy numbers, but you're never going to win anything with him? It's going to be it's going to be, in my opinion, a possibility that Trae Young might get moved. That's going to be interesting for me to see. Because, I mean, call me naive, but I thought Trae Young would possibly be an Atlanta Hawk lifer. Like I was thinking a good 10 years with the Atlanta Hawks. You think he's gonna be out because of Murray? You thought he was overrated? But if Trae Young gets moved, which just in my opinion, I think it's a possibility because I've been hearing too many rumors and birds chirping in my ear talking about Trae Young is getting moved. Um, when I've always thought from the beginning that he would be a lifer, right? I think that's going to be interesting. But also in the trading deadline, I mean, the hot player, the hot name. Before I go to this, would you have still make that Luka deal at the draft? If I'm Dallas, hell yeah. If I'm Atlanta, hell no, right? But OG Anunoby is the hot player in the draft. He's the sexy player in the draft. He's who everybody wants on their team. And one of the teams that they talk about, of course, is the New York Knicks. We be the New York Knicks. Yo, we get OG Anunoby? Peep the starting five. Jalen Brunson. RJ in the backcourt. Somebody said, oh boy. I know that's Agus. Jalen Brunson. RJ in the backcourt. Right? Let's talk about it. Jalen Brunson. RJ in the backcourt. Julius Randle, OG Anunoby, and Mitchell Robinson. Yes, he does, Angus. Knicks ain't getting rid of RJ, man. RJ just signed. Yo, look, I'm going to officially say this. I'm kind of giving up on RJ. I am. I'm giving up on RJ. Look, if the Knicks could give up Obi Toppin, Evan Fournier, and a number one for OG Anunoby, because that's all I would do, and they keep IQ and send Quentin Grimes to the bench, which would help the bench. And listen to me. RJ ain't going to the bench, yo. No matter what you say, RJ's not going to the bench. Not yet. So let's be realistic in this approach. The starting five would be Jalen Brunson. You put RJ at the 2, which I think will be better for RJ because ain't nobody going to be able to hold him at the 2. Nobody's going to be able to hold him at the 2. RJ never played defense, right? So I'm not even going to talk about defense with RJ. He's the Knicks' worst defender. Right? But OG Anunoby is a good defender. So we're not losing anything if we put Grimes to the bench. Matter of fact, we're getting bigger. Right? We're getting bigger. So for me, I'm giving up Obi. Not because of anything Obi is doing. Obi's just not getting a fair shot. I would like that man. I would like to see that young man get a fair shot to make sure he has a long NBA career because he's going to go to another team and he's going to cook. I'm sure of that. But I would give up Obi, Evan Fournier, and a first rounder if I have to for OG Anunoby. Jay, I'm going to ask Jay, who would you give up for OG Anunoby? 3 first rounds for OG Anunoby? 3? Jay, hold up. Yo, your texting fingers, your chat fingers is going a little bit too quick, Jay. I don't think you thought this over. I don't think you thought this over good enough, Jay. 3 picks for OG Anunoby, and I love OG Anunoby. Yo, Angus, you co-signing it? I love OG Anunoby. Don't get me wrong, but 3 picks, he's not Donovan Mitchell. And speaking of Donovan Mitchell, yo, these boys in the NBA been throwing some hands past couple of weeks, right? Or pushing each other around, whatever you want to call it, wrestling, right? Yo, these dudes need a break, right? I'm not saying get something for nothing. I'm giving you Obi, I'm giving you Evan Fournier, and I'm giving you a first round pick. So what are you saying? You saying Obi and Evan Fournier is nothing? Tell me, is that what you're saying? Because I don't believe Obi. Yep. Wow. You said Obi and hold up. And that's from Jay, right? Right? That's from Crespo. The yep was from Crespo. Because if it's from Angus, I don't know. I don't know. Angus Angus is not a Nick fan, right? But yeah. So we'll see. I'm sure you guys see it. You know, OG Ananobi is the like the sexy guy in the draft, right? He's who everybody wants. Bones Highland is they talking about getting rid of Bones Highland. That's been a lot of noise. You know, Denver getting rid of Bones Highland, which I think is a mistake. He's been playing kind of off right now, but I think they're gonna give up on somebody that's gonna be good. They're giving up too soon on somebody that's going to be good in the long run. I don't think Denver should give up on Bones Highland yet. Um, you know what's interesting to me? I wonder what's going to happen to Zach LaVine. Is that is that duo of Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan going to be broken up at the trading deadline? And would you guys rather have Zach LaVine or OG Ananobi on your team? Um, and the last, and we all know, I think we all got a good feeling that OB Toppin is out of here. My next question, um, they can keep Zach. All right, Angus said they can keep Zach. Uh, my next question is, where is Cam Reddish going? We know Cam Reddish has no future in New York. We know now from reports that the reason Cam Reddish is not playing because of some pettiness from Tom Thibodeau. And if I'm correct, Angus wants Tom Thibodeau fired. Right? He wants Tom Thibodeau fired. That's the guy who the Knicks should keep. You talking about Cam Reddish, right? So, but it's not happening, Angus. It's we know he has no future here. He's gone. So if he's gone, where's he gonna go? Where can he find a spot where he's gonna flourish? Flourish. If you ask me, for Cam Reddish to really have a long NBA career and people see what he can actually do, because I do believe the young man has some talent. He needs to go to one of the worst teams in the NBA. Go to Detroit Pistons. He needs to go to the Oklahoma Thunder. Not that the Oklahoma Thunder is the worst team in NBA, but they're really young, right? Um, they're really young, and I think he get a chance to play there. Um, I don't think Cam Reddish, had a fair shake, had a fair chance with Tom Thibodeau as the coach. Yeah, if they had fired Tom Thibodeau, then Obi Toppin and Cam Reddish would have got a fair shake. Angus saying, yo, you take him on BK. But